Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're confronting the uncomfortable truth. The fabric of American society is fraying. Economic instability, supply chain failures, energy grid vulnerabilities, and civil unrest aren't dystopian fiction. They're clear and present dangers. When systems collapse, your survival won't depend on stockpiles alone. They'll run out. What will save you is self-reliance built into your home and land. Forget complex bunkers or million-dollar setups. True resilience is about simplicity, scalability, and leveraging what you already own. In this video, we break down the top 5 most critical systems to build or have right now. Systems that provide water, food, energy, security, and community. These aren't just nice-to-haves. They're the non-negotiables that'll keep you alive when the trucks stop rolling, the lights go dark, and the rule of law evaporates. Let's dig in. Number 1. Water independence, rain harvesting, and filtration. Water is life. Without it, you're dead in 3 days. Municipal supplies will fail first, contaminated by neglect, sabotage, or overload. Drilling a well is ideal, but not everyone has $10,000 or permeable geology. The solution? Rainwater harvesting. Start with your roof. Every inch of rain on 1,000 square feet of roof yields 600 gallons. A standard suburban home can collect over 20,000 gallons annually, enough for a family of 4 for months. Build it. Gutters and downspouts direct flow into food-grade barrels. 55 gallons are cheap and stackable. Use first flush diverters to discard contaminated initial runoff. For storage, link barrels with PVC or silicone tubing. Elevate them for gravity-fed pressure. Need more volume? Use IBC totes 275 to 330 gallons or repurpose septic tanks. Bury tanks to prevent freezing and hide them. Filtration. Stored water grows pathogens. Use a 3-stage system mesh pre-filter to stop debris, ceramic or carbon filter to remove bacteria and chemicals, and an ultraviolet purifier to kill viruses. Solar-powered UV units exist, but bleach, 6 drops per gallon, or boiling work as backups. Maintain it. Clean gutters seasonally. Seal tanks against algae and mosquitoes. Rotate stored water every 6 months. Test pH and contaminants annually with cheap strips. Pitfalls. Never use asphalt shingle roofs. Chemical leaching is a real risk. Stick with metal or tile only. Avoid transparent containers. Light breeds algae. Filter before drinking, not just for storage. Why it's number 1? Water scarcity triggers chaos. While others riot for bottled scraps, you'll tend crops, wash wounds, and stay hydrated. It's the foundation of all survival. Number 2. Food security, the bio-intensive survival garden. Supermarkets empty in 72 hours during panic. Long-term famine kills more than violence. You need calories that regenerate. Enter the bio-intensive garden, a high-yield, low-labor plot focused on calories, nutrients, and seed saving. Build it. Location is key, full sun, near your water source. Start small, say 10 by 10 feet. Use raised beds with hugelkultur. Buried wood decomposes, retaining moisture and heat. For soil, mix 1/3 compost, 1/3 topsoil, and 1/3 sand or aeration like perlite or vermiculite. Test soil and amend with lime for acidity or sulfur for alkalinity. Crops. Prioritize the calorie kings, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and beans. That's over 500,000 calories per 100 square feet. For nutrient density, go with kale, carrots, and beets for vitamins A, C, and iron. Plant perennials like fruit trees, berries, and asparagus. Plant once, harvest for decades. Seed savers, stick to heirloom varieties only. Hybrids won't reproduce true. Save tomato, bean, and pea seeds. Preservation. For canning, use a pressure canner for low-acid foods like meats and beans, and a water bath for high-acid stuff like tomatoes and fruit. Stockpile lids, they're single-use. For dehydration, solar dryers, wood frame, mesh, black tarp, or electric dehydrators hooked to solar work great. Store dried food with oxygen absorbers. For root cellaring, bury insulated trash cans for potatoes and root veggies. It stays cool without power. Maintain it. Compost everything. Food scraps, leaves, manure. Rotate crops yearly to prevent disease. Use companion planting. Marigolds repel pests. Beans fix soil nitrogen. Pitfalls. Don't waste space on low-calorie crops like lettuce or herbs. Avoid GMOs, they won't reseed. Protect against rodents with raised beds and metal mesh. Why it's number 2, this garden feeds you today and seeds tomorrow. It's passive security, no supply runs needed. Number 3, energy resilience. Let's talk about a DIY solar microgrid. When the grid fails, so do your pumps, freezers, and communications. Generators? Well, fuel expires, and the noise just paints a target on your back. Solar, on the other hand, is silent, renewable, and defensible. Forget about powering your entire pre-collapse lifestyle. You want to focus on the critical loads: refrigeration, comms, and water pumps. Here's how you build it. For panels, start with 400-watt used panels. They'll run you about $50 to $100 each. Mount them on roofs, sheds, or ground frames angled toward true south. When it comes to storage, lithium batteries are efficient, but honestly, they're pretty pricey. Lead-acid batteries are cheaper and recyclable. Use 12-volt deep-cycle batteries, 200 amp-hours or more. You'll need an inverter to convert DC to AC. Get a pure sine wave model, 1500 watts minimum, especially for your sensitive electronics. Don't forget a charge controller to prevent battery overcharge. MPPT type is about 30% more efficient than PWM. Prioritize your loads. Medical fridge for insulin or vaccines uses about 1 kilowatt-hour per day. Lights, laptop, radio, half a kilowatt-hour per day. Water pump, 500 watts per hour of use. For maintenance, wipe those panels monthly, check battery water levels if you're using lead acid, and store batteries above freezing. Disconnect loads during prolonged cloudy stretches. Watch out for pitfalls, don't skip fuses, electrical fires are deadly. Ground all your equipment and hide wiring and conduit to keep copper thieves at bay. Why is this number 3? Because energy runs everything. Without it, your stored food spoils, your intel goes dark, and you're basically back to the Stone Age. Number 4, defensible perimeter, the gray man security system. When collapse hits, desperation follows. Looters, gangs, and starving mobs will be out hunting for resources. What you need are layered, passive defenses that deter without shouting "Prepper here." Here's how you build it. Zone 1, your outer boundary. Plant thorny hedges like hawthorn or blackberry and dig ditch lines. These ha-has look natural but slow intruders. Add motion-activated game cameras, solar-powered, for early warnings. Zone 2, mid-perimeter. Reinforce your fences with buried wire mesh to stop tunneling, and use clear paths funneled into choke points. Narrow alleys with tripwires linked to flare alarms or tin can shakers. Zone 3, your home. Install solid core doors with steel frames, shatterproof window films, and locks on attic or crawl space access. Your safe room should be an interior closet with a steel door, comms, water, and a shotgun. For low-tech traps, deterrents can be as simple as piles of discarded shoes or broken glass, signals you've already been looted. Noise traps, strings of empty cans or buckets balanced over doorways. Non-lethal options include motion sprinklers that sting the eyes, or greased guardrails that are tough to climb. For maintenance, trim your foliage seasonally so there's nowhere to hide, test alarms monthly, and if you're in a group, rotate guard posts. Watch out for pitfalls. Avoid obvious fortress looks like sandbags or gun ports since they attract attention. And never booby-trap lethally. There's legal liability pre-collapse and revenge motives post-collapse. Why is this number 4? Because security isn't about Rambo tactics, it's about making your place a harder target than your neighbors. Number 5, community network, the Barter and Skills Collective. Lone wolves die, period. You need a trusted group with diverse skills. Not for forming militias, but for trading, labor, and mutual aid. You gotta start building now. Here's how. Identify allies. Look for neighbors with useful skills like medical, mechanical, or farming. Vet them slowly. Share small resources first, like extra seeds or tools. For your barter system, stockpile currency, ammunition, antibiotics, salt, alcohol, and coffee. Skip gold, it's pretty much useless in a famine. Build your skills pool by hosting monthly trade fairs before any collapse. For example, I'll fix your generator for your dental work. Document who can stitch wounds, repair engines, or mill grain. Communication plan? For short range, use FRS or GMRS radios. That's the family band. For long range, ham radio, study for your license now, test later. Use NVIS antennas for regional comms without repeaters. Set up pre-agreed light signals like porch lamp patterns or marker symbols like chalk on mailboxes. Maintain your network with quarterly meetups, practice radio drills, and cache shared supplies in hidden locations, not just on one person's property. Pitfalls: don't reveal your full capabilities early, no digital records, meet face-to-face, and avoid large groups, since infiltration is always a risk. Why is this number 5? Because a nurse can save your life, a mechanic can fix your solar rig, and a community is true force multiplication. There you have it. The top 5 lifelines for surviving collapse: water, food, energy security, and community. Notice a pattern? None of these rely on politicians, doomsday loans, or luck. They leverage your property and your own labor. Start today. Build one system per month. Share this video only with those you trust because awareness saves lives, but operational security is paramount. This isn't fear-mongering. It's the ultimate insurance self-reliance. Stay vigilant, stay prepared, and remember, this channel isn't just a simple channel, it's a movement. Until next time, guard your future and always make sure to protect yourself by getting your READYWISE food supplies. Links are in the description.